to another Rise of the 1% podcast episode, and I am G Bass. And on today's Rise of the 1% podcast episode, I got next to me, joining me again, my brother, a part of Rise of the 1% media and the Rise of the 1% podcast, Bri Williams. Glad to have you on another episode, brother.
Always.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yes, sir. And with that said, we're going to speak on some different topics today on the Rise of 1% podcast. And the first topic we want to speak on, Bri, is Diddy.
Yeah.
And when it comes to 50 Cent's recent Netflix documentary. This has been trending on the internet over the last week when it comes to documentaries, when it comes to Diddy. And so we want to talk a little bit more about that. Now, one thing I would say in terms of the documentary, because I actually had a chance to look at it,
Okay.
is when it comes to the documentary, a lot of things I did kind of know about, being aware of, because I did follow the case of Diddy. But what I will say, some things that did come out in the documentary that I actually want to speak about is, for one, they did talk a little bit about the murder of Tupac. They talked about the murder of Biggie. And then, of course, we had some of the other facts that we've heard already in terms of like domestic abuse and things of that nature. SA, what they call assault. We heard about that with different women and stuff like that. But Bri, let's talk a little bit about us growing up when it comes to Tupac, man, and Biggie.
Yeah.
You know, what's some of your thoughts, man, when it comes to Tupac and Biggie? And do you think, Bri, that Diddy might have had a role or not had a role in what took place with Pac and Biggie, man?
Well, I know for us growing up, what, Death Row Bad Boy?
Yep.
It boiled down. You got to pick a side.
Yep.
You couldn't be with both.
Yeah.
You got to pick a side.
Yeah.
And I feel down south, you roll with Tupac. You know, a lot of, but not to discredit none of the music.
Yeah.
Music was fine, you know, Biggie, but down here it was different. You know, Atlanta or South in general. And with up top, not saying it was just that back then, the culture. You know, because we was building our own thing. But for some, you know, I think Pop spent time in Atlanta too.
Yeah.
So with that, I guess a lot of us gravitated towards that.
Okay.
More so than...
Because Pop, you know, was real tight with Left Eye with TLC. Yeah. So, go ahead, though.
With that, I think our culture gravitated that way. Now, again, not discrediting none that Biggie did. His music, shit, great too.
Right.
But you couldn't ride around listening to Biggie in Atlanta in them days.
Back then.
Back then, you couldn't. That's not what we did.
Yeah.
That's just not what we did.
What we listen to, Bri?
Pop.
Okay.
Death around the corner, you know.
Yeah.
Mary, that's what you would hear.
Yeah.
You didn't hear a lot of that, you know.
Yeah.
Because even with the Outkast situation, and the Source Awards back then, South got something to say. You know, it was not that much love shown coming from up there. It wasn't too much respect. Yeah. So we just did our own thing. Well, I feel. But with it, you had to pick a side. Now, we roll with Pop. And that's just what it was. Yep. You know what I mean?
Bri, we was youngest, man, listening to All Eyes on Me. That's why we was youngest in our neighborhood. Yeah. Listening to All Eyes on Me. That was a big record. And even later on, you know, we're not going to fast forward too quick to that. But, yeah, I had liked After Death album with Biggie. But even before that, we was bumping in the neighborhood. Yeah. Tupac, All Eyes on Me, I Ain't Mad at You. Right? A lot of these records. Right? Like, we was bumping these records, man, you know, What are some of your thoughts, Bri, on that, man? Because we grew up on pop, man, like in the neighborhood, like really listening to pop.
I got a secret.
Okay.
Back in the day, and 15, 16, I used to like to listen to Nas and Biggie, but
and you did, Bri.
Exactly.
Bri, you was big on the New York artists.
Exactly.
I give you that, bro. I give you that.
The lyrics was on
way
point.
Before a lot of them became as big as they became.
Exactly, but it wasn't popular for us down here, so I did, but I couldn't come to walk up the street saying, "Hey, listen to that new Nas." No, niggas ain't trying to hear that. They wasn't trying to hear that.
You're right.
So
you're right.
All that music I listened to from up north, that none of my friends want to listen to, cool. I just kept it to myself, and you know what I mean. But not to say it make me think a little different, but hey, that's just what it was for me.
But
yeah, back then we 4 deep in the car. I am not finna put on no Nas. I'm not finna. You feel me? You couldn't. You feel me?
Bri, you was big on Nas. You was big on DMX. You was big on Fab.
All of them.
Yeah. Because I used to listen to a lot of them through you.
In the comfort of my own home.
Yeah.
You know, but because that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because during our time, I watched, nigga, if you had Tim's on, they'd beat your ass.
Yeah.
And that was, guess what I ain't wearing? I'm wearing Eastlands and all that.
I remember that.
But even though they fine, but they is like, the South, it was just different, a different time.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I'm glad everything progressed and we can all rock what we want to rock now, but then it wasn't that. So to the up top, and then so with the East Coast West Coast type of situation, then the South, we just rode that. I feel we just rode that way. And a lot of my favorite music, I definitely pop. You know what I mean? But then, of course, I had a lot of shit I liked that came from up top, too.
Yeah.
So I was split in the middle. But, of course, you got to pick a side. Well, yeah.
Hello, this is G Bass. Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, otherwise the 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see if it'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form you can fill out. You said www.theriseofthe1%.com/pod form. Again, www.theriseofthe1%.com/pod form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out. And we can see if it'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise of the 1%. This is how we get down. And we have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon. Have a great one on purpose.